Just talking? Well, what's the show about? About nothing.
Welcome back, everybody, to the Strange Noise Podcast.
What's up? Good to have you back.
What's up? We're here.
We're here, ready to get this thing started.
Sorry, I let you. I kind of left you guys out on the cliff on that one.
I was like, he's gonna say something?
No, I wasn't gonna say shit. I didn't have any thoughts.
Well, that's gonna be the whole episode, guys. So. But we have a good episode for you guys today. We're doing some music news. We're giving you guys our quick takes on some of the recent headlines. Then we'll be diving into everybody's favorite topic is misheard lyrics in songs.
Yep.
These are fun.
I had an interesting story that prompted this idea. And then two of our favorite artists released covers of each other's songs, Circa, Survive, and Touche More.
Yeah, buddy.
We'll be breaking those down, giving you our thoughts on them. And then we'll be closing out the episode with a recap of what happened on last episode. Rob shared a story about an incident he had.
We got a recap.
And then, not a recap. What do you call it? Update.
Well,
Update.
Update.
There you
go.
There you go.
Yeah.
Sweet. So stick around if you want all that. But without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's dive in.
So first up on the docket, the headline said Dolly Parton making a rock album.
Ooh.
So I thought this was interesting. I dove into the story. So Dolly Parton's been put into the nominees for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
And
Okay.
she thought it was
Sounds
interesting.
right.
Yeah, but she thought it was interesting because she's, a country artist. And she was like, oh, it's a little interesting that I'm on the list. She's like, I doubt I make it. She's like, but if I do, I'm releasing a rock album right after that.
Whoa, she's doing it so that she's official.
She
for
wants
the
to
Rock and Roll
Yeah,
Hall
I
of
think she
Fame.
wants to feel official for herself.
That's interesting. I mean,
yeah.
It's funny because she doesn't have to do that because she's Dolly Parton, first of all. She doesn't do anything. If they're nominating her, that's already a huge achievement. But there's like rappers that are
That's what I was gonna look up
Hall of
because I
Fame.
know there's rappers in the Rock and Roll Hall of
Absolutely.
Fame.
Yeah, I think because on the list this year too, I think Eminem's also been nominated.
Okay.
And I want to say Run DMC's in there as well.
They are.
So,
That's what I was going to mention. Yep.
but
What the fuck? They're not in there yet?
no, I think
They
they
are.
are in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So what we're saying is like there's other
Oh,
artists
okay.
that aren't. So, but I think she just wants to, I guess feel authentic for herself.
Which is super cool of her. Like,
Yeah.
man, again, she doesn't have to do it, but
Yeah.
the fact that she is going to do that is huge.
And she mentioned because she's been actually wanting to do this for a little while.
Okay.
And some of her inspirations for her rock album would be like Heart. So
Okay.
she's going to go a little more of that
Wow, that's
kind
a
of-
great sound.
pop punk rocky.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
So we'll be on the lookout for that. But in other news, we have Katy Perry wins her appeal. I don't know if you guys remember last year.
I think we talked about it.
Yeah. So
What song was it?
Dark Horse.
That's one.
Her song
Okay.
Dark
That's
Horse.
right.
If you listen to it, dude, like it doesn't sound like it's ripped off.
I think we talked about that and we came to that conclusion. It wasn't like a full on.
Yeah, because it was seriously, I think if I remember, it's just like the synth part, the little like staccato synth that's at the beginning.
Okay.
That's what they were arguing about. But she announced it in a very, very boss way. She was doing her residency in Las Vegas, and one of her lyrics in the song, she replaced it with saying, "Oh, next time, make sure you're right before you sue me, bitch."
Whoa.
And she says something to that effect. She's like I'm a Scorpio or something like that. And like,
Oh, me too. Wow.
Me too.
Boss bitch.
but I was like, oh, that's pretty awesome to kind of announce it that way. Like, oh, like you tried to sue me, and now I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
I like
I
that.
win my case.
Tangent. I didn't know that she was doing a residency. I actually thought that she was. I didn't think she was doing anything, to be honest with
Yeah.
you. I thought she was raising her kid,
American Idol.
doing nothing. I didn't even think she was doing the American Idol thing either. I just thought she fell off because I haven't seen her in any popular news recently.
You're right. A lot of those like mid 2000s, 2010 artists like seem to be not on the radar
Yeah.
anymore. Like
Yeah.
those pop artists.
I always have this idea. I have a feeling when like an artist does a residency, I always feel like they kind of gave up.
It seems like
they're
that,
done.
right? Yeah.
Even though they make more money,
For sure,
yeah,
yeah.
they make way more money,
Yeah.
but it just feels like they're done. They're done chasing it, or something like that.
That's
know?
like your retirement. That's like you moving to Florida.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like, you're
yeah.
never gonna make any more music. You're
Yeah.
just gonna keep playing the same popular songs that made you who you are.
Yeah, when you said that, I was like, oh, damn it. She went to that's it? Or what?
Yeah.
It's over?
That's how it kind of seemed for me when I heard that Boyz II Men had a residency
They
out
have
there.
a residency?
Yeah.
Hey, good for them, dog. They haven't done nothing for a minute.
Oh, yeah. No, that's what I thought. I was like, you know what? This is actually probably a great thing for them.
Yeah.
Because they've been gone for so long. And then now that they have this residency, it also makes them available to go see them. If you never got to see them live, for all those people of that generation, that gives you that. And then that's like, believe it or not, I think that Vegas is a place for lovers, you know?
Yeah.
So that's kind of like the lovers' music, you know, kind of sets the mood, sets it right.
And I think getting artists like that is a kind of propelling the look of it. Because like you think of like when you're going to see a show in Vegas, you just think like, you know, what is it? Not Wayne Newton. Isn't Wayne Newton? Wayne Newton, Tom
OG.
Jones.
Yeah.
OG.
You think of those type of artists. You don't think of current artists.
Yeah.
So I think getting artists like, you know, Katy Perry, Boyz II Men is kind of like bolstering their roster to actually think like, oh, we have like legit musicians play, you know?
Yep.
We'll round out the news roundup with so Kim Kardashian has been making the rounds. It's basically saying if you ain't rich, you ain't working hard enough. That's basically what she said. She came out and said like her actual quote was I think she was saying to advice to all the women in business, like you need to get off your ass and work.
Yeah.
And
just like she did.
Yeah. And that's actually
that's why they're so rich.
The lead singer
get on
of
your hands and knees and wait.
Yeah, exactly.
Dude, that's a meme that's going on. They said get off your ass and work, and it was like a picture of her and Ray J.
Yeah. Must have been some work taking that dick.
There you go.
She worked hard. But Kiss's Paul Stanley came out and said basically, you were born rich, Kim, so what do you call it? Act graceful with it. Basically, come off, you know, you were born into a great situation. Be graceful about it.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's very like a good way to bring it out. You know, like he didn't, you know, tear her down or anything. He just like, hey, you know, you were born into a good situation that a lot of people aren't born into. So be graceful about it. You know, don't say like, don't forget where you came from. You know, that you didn't have. Everybody doesn't have the luxuries you had when you were coming.
Yeah,
up.
she had a good jumping off point. Like, you know, to where a lot of people have to fucking build their way up just to that level. Even never get there, maybe.
Yeah, it's true. I don't know if they have any failed businesses, but that would be good to know right now.
Failed relationships.
Failed relationships, we know that. Those are what's broadcasted, and, you know, I could rattle some off.
But even when you get that high and you have failed businesses, that can still turn a profit for you.
I mean, look at Trump, right?
When you're up that high.
Yeah. The only reason why I was going to mention the failed business is because if they do have failed businesses, it might reveal that, you know, what she's saying is kind of like just some sort of business owner truth, you know, where you just got to get to work. You know, there is no way that you can be successful without hard work. I don't want to freaking jump on her bandwagon or anything like that, but
I don't want to jump on the bandwagon, but I do want to actually highlight she did actually have decent advice after that.
Yeah.
Where she said,
if you listen to the whole thing and not just that quote, which I did too, but
because she said you got to surround yourself with, you know, good people, you know, basically have a good business environment, basically don't have like a toxic work environment.
Yeah.
And it sucks because like, oh, that's like good advice.
Yeah.
Like, but it's getting overshadowed because she came out with those comments at the beginning of it.
Yeah. It is interesting, but that is true. Surround yourself with like-minded people. What she did say was a very strong comment. She said, if you're the smartest person in the room, find a different room. And find other smart people, which is absolute. That's like us, you know. We were all creative and had our own mindsets and really, I think, pretty dominant, you know. Like each of us individually at certain points, you know, in our writing music and different things, you know, there was some things that you wouldn't settle for, some things that you definitely thought, you know, were we should. You definitely done.
You definitely settled for it.
This is the sound of settling.
And you know, so. That's what it's like. That's what's a great thing about like that dynamic, you know, not having yes men around.
Yeah.
You don't want people that just agree with you all of the time. And for that, I will say, I'll compliment that statement that she said. Definitely find a different room.
Should have just thought about the intro to that.
Yeah, maybe just a different way of saying it. Because
he's right. Be graceful.
Because
there is a way. If you approach people and let them know, like, I know I have money, but
exactly,
that's how you should freaking.
Yeah, because I don't hate that she has money or that she was born into money.
Yeah.
Fucking whatever.
Yeah,
you know, good. Was it good? good handout of the cards on
Yeah.
your life, but
Yeah.
just like you said, like just be a little graceful about it. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Shit.
It's good advice to anybody.
Yeah.
But in any situation, just be graceful wherever you're at.
I believe so.
Mhm.
But we will gracefully head into our break.
Let's do it.
I'm sure we've all had these songs where we've sung lyrics to for years and then come to realize that they're different lyrics.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I had a realization on my way to work the other day. So the Smashing Pumpkins came on. Bullet for Butterfly Wings? Is that what this?
Bullet with butterfly
Bullet
wings?
with, yes.
Yeah.
And the what is it? The chorus, whatever you know. Despite all my rage.
Yeah.
Like I always thought it just said, "I'm still ready to cage."
Oh, really?
Yeah, for whatever reason. I know.
No, the despite all my rage.
No, I thought the next lyric in the song,
okay,
despite all
okay.
my rage, I'm still just ready to cage. That's what I thought the lyric was.
Yeah.
Man, that's awesome.
The lyric is actually, I'm just a rat in a cage.
Yeah.
But
Hold on. Then mine is wrong too. Then.
what do you think it was?
Hold on. Say it again.
So
Despite all my rage.
I'm still just a rat in a cage.
Yes.
That's the real
Yeah.
lyrics.
Yes.
I always thought it said, despite all my rage, I'm still just ready to cage.
All right. So mine was ready to cave.
Oh, okay.
Wow.
Because it makes sense. You know. That's
Yeah,
why I
that
never
makes
got
sense too.
Yeah, mine makes no sense.
I'm fucking ready to cage.
Yeah.
I'll
That's
cage
what-
you.
That's why I'm like, it never made any sense to me, but I just kept singing it like if that was the actual lyrics.
I would be despite all my rage, I'm still just ready to cave. I'm like, yeah.
See, that makes sense.
It does make sense.
So that's what I always thought it was. But
was
it's rat in a
forgiven.
cage.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's rat in a cage.
Oh, shit. All right.
And I just actually heard it for the first time. I was listening to the song. I was like, oh, they're saying rat in a cage.
That's good.
So you were never really listening then?
I probably not. I've told you guys before where like lyrics aren't
Yes.
like important to me when I'm listening to music.
Yeah.
Like, I'm very just into the music part of it.
Yeah.
That's
So, like,
secondary for you.
Yeah. So finally, like I think I've said it too. Like I'm recently getting into like hearing songs or hearing lyrics for the first time.
Yeah.
And, which actually I kind of like because I'm like rediscovering songs.
Yeah,
That's
that's
what I was
pretty cool,
gonna
yeah.
say, if it feels that way, that's pretty cool for you.
So like old songs I've listened to forever. I'm like, oh, they have like a new new sheen to them.
That would be interesting if we all approached music like that. Like we
Yeah.
had to like separate the things, like listen to the music first, find the groove, like it, and then double back later. And now, okay, just the lyrics, the cadence, fall in love with that. Like that's an interesting thing, dude.
Kind of fall in love with the song in layers.
Yeah. And then you just feel like you're so much part of it, because you're like, I like that, like this, and the bridge does this, and you kind of like, feel like the whole fucking song.
Yeah.
It does give you like a different appreciation for the song after a while, because like I've learned to appreciate like maybe the music or the musicianship or the melody, and then now I'll like actually know the lyrics.
Yeah.
But
Makes sense. Yeah.
so
That's great.
this got me on a tangent of misheard music lyrics.
Okay.
Or misheard lyrics, and I found some popular ones, and I wanted to show you guys, see what you guys think of the original. What do you think they're saying? And then we'll see if we're close or what the original lyrics were. All right. So the first song that I thought was interesting was Mariah Carey's "I Stay in Love."
You're trying to fuck like a whale.
Is that what you guys heard too?
Yeah. I
fuck
heard-
like a whale.
Trying to fuck like a whale?
Yeah.
That's all I heard.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah.
Fuck like a whale. That's immediately I was thinking, how do whales fuck?
Exactly.
So-
Trying to fuck like a whale.
The actual lyrics are, and try to front like oh well.
Like, oh well.
Well.
Oh well. Like
Oh well.
try to front like oh well.
Oh.
Yeah, but I like fuck like a whale.
someone should have kind of guided her, or whoever wrote those lyrics. That doesn't really work.
Yeah, you can hear, especially with like her quick cadence in there, like
Yeah.
it's gonna come off that way.
Yeah.
She had to pause a little bit more.
yeah.
Try
you
to
can't-
front like, oh well.
Yeah,
You know,
You
yeah.
kind of have to put that emphasis on, oh well, like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. She should have did something like that, like a little like oh well, like
Yeah.
like a little cutesy thing to it. I don't know what you would call it.
yeah, I think so.
But nope. Forever she's gonna be trying to fuck like a whale.
Fuck like a whale.
People are saying this is
Yeah.
why Nick Cannon left because
Hey.
he's like, oh, I can't do that.
I can't compete with the whale.
No.
But let us know what you guys thought. Did you think?
I forget the cameras are on. I forgot we're doing a podcast today. I'm like, fuck like a whale, man.
Yeah, that's a fucking
like, how does this work?
E equals MC squared.
Yes, if you guys want to check that out, check that album out.
Is that a play off of her name? Like Mariah Carey, MC squared 2? Like this is Mariah
that makes sense now.
Well, what's the E? That's what I want to know.
The equation? What is it? I don't know nothing about that equation.
E, like maybe Molly E?
Oh. Let us know. You guys know.
Let us know.
What you was thinking. Next up, we have the super popular song by Maroon 5, Sugar.
When I'm without you, I'm something weak.
Something weak.
So he's something weak?
What the actual lyrics are?
Yeah, what is the actual lyrics?
Let's go back. Let's see.
Because it sounds sort of like something weak.
I thought I heard weed, like weed. Like, you know.
I'm smoking weed.
Exactly, yeah. That's how it is.
That fits. That fits better than everything else.
See, all my misheard lyrics, they always make sense.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah.
I think as people, we try to make sense of things, you know?
Yeah.
So that's a cool... The cave works, and that works
yes.
too.
When I'm without you, I'm something weak.
I'm something weak. Okay.
All right.
To me, it sounded like I'm soaked in wee. Like,
yeah.
wee.
I mean, that makes sense too. What is it? When I'm without you, I'm soaked in weed? Yeah.
He's pissing and crying himself.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Damn.
So this one's a little more popular.
Okay.
Let us know if you actually thought this says it's hard because it's such a popular song.
Yeah.
But when you know what the misheard lyric is, you kind of hear it as well.
Yeah.
So this one is the classic by Ray Parker Jr., The Ghostbusters.
Who you gonna call?
Ed's on making it work.
I'm making it work.
It's hard with, like, I read that it was Those Bastards on this one, but I was like, it's so hard because this one's such a popular song.
Yeah.
Like, and
that's the thing. And then it's tied to the movie. So for me, it's just like, I already know.
Yeah.
That's in there.
I feel like if that happened, that misinterpretation happened in the 80s.
Or it happened in a different language barrier, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, that's a good thought.
Yeah, because like we know, we read the title as Ghostbusters, the movie, and then that song is a theme song, so you think of it.
That's an interesting thing.
Yeah.
The title is fucking Ghostbusters. Yeah. You know, who are you going to call? Those bastards, though.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. Maybe it was like a language thing. Like, you know, other country might have misinterpreted those words.
You know, you're right, because like whenever I hear like a BTS song or something like that and they're singing in Korean or something, like I automatically make it something else to me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know what they're saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I can see that. That makes, man, Ed,
definitely
good on this.
I've had to figure out a lot of lyrics in my life.
Have you guys watched the Eric Andre movie?
No.
Because there's a huge lyrical mix-up in there too. It's intentional, but it's so phenomenal. You guys would fucking cry laughing, dude.
Oh, is that the one where like he's doing a road trip?
Yeah.
And, okay, yeah, I did see it. Yeah.
Yep. We had Tiffany Haddish is in it.
Yep.
It's really good, you guys. It's pretty funny. If you can stomach Eric Andre, and I only say that because I know so many people. I've been learning this more and more. People just can't stand a lot of this cringe comedy where someone is just committed to their role, such as him. Like he's like filming live a lot of it in front of people. Sort of like way Jackass would do live stunts in front of people to get a real reaction. And that's what he's doing with his comedy. And I like it. But a lot of people are like, I can't fucking stand it. I feel bad for him. But he's on a public bus telling his friend, convincing him to come to New York with them. And he's like, yeah, come with me to New York. I'm going to chase this girl. And the guy's like, nah. And he's all, come on, guys. Tell him to go to New York with me. And now the people that don't know him, they're on the bus, real patrons, are like, what the hell is this guy doing? What's he talking? And he's like, yeah, go to New York with him. Yeah, whatever. And he's like, come on, New York. He's all, New York, concrete jungle, Texas albino, my pussy's on fire. Yo, so fucking good, dude. Dude, I died. I had to pause the fucking movie. I was laughing so hard, dude.
Dude, there are some moments in that, like, I like the idea that, on that, just quick on that, is that you mixed like real life, like Jackass type things with an actual movie storyline.
Yes.
Like he's like kind of putting it all together.
Yeah, it really held up.
Yeah.
It did, all the
What's
way
it
to
called?
the end. I forgot the title of the movie.
I'll look it up.
Insert it here.
Yeah. But yeah, check it out.
It's on
Eric
Netflix.
Andre.
All right.
Next, we have the popular song by Future, Mask Off.
Mask on, yeah, fucking mask off of me.
Man scarf, fuck your man
I
scarf.
love this one. Dude, this is so good. This is a really good one.
I just picture like
appreciate it.
the video of like Future coming in like to somebody like in a clothing store. He's like, "Man scarf, fuck your man scarf."
Yeah, like knocking it off my shoulder. Like, dude, that's so righteous. I love it.
But like after I read that, I was like, now that's all I hear.
Me too.
It's like fuck your man scarf.
Yeah, that's it's a good one. That makes so like not sense, but it's just like the flow.
It still works.
Yeah, it still works.
Yeah, it still works.
Yeah, it actually could make sense. Like fuck your man scarf.
Just it's like like the man bag,
Yeah.
It's like man,
Yes.
fuck your man bag, but like the man scarf, and obviously it sounds like it. It's pretty good.
But let us know what you guys thought. If you guys what lyrics you heard, and if now hearing the misheard lyrics, is that all you hear?
And if you know any other ones, that'd be cool. Just leave in the comments.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
I like learning those fun facts.
Me too. Yeah.
going through it. From there, we'll head into our next break.
Let's see if we can fuck up these lyrics.
Yes, probably will.
Well, let's get back into the episode.
Let's do it.
Ed, you sent us a little interesting link.
Yeah, so it was just by happen chance. I was on Instagram and I saw a Circa post that they covered Touche Amore song.
Yes.
And then I was like, oh, what's this? I wanted to listen. And I was trying to search around. I couldn't see it anywhere. And it ended up being this thing by, I don't know if you guys heard of it. I think you maybe. But it's called 2 Minutes to Late Night. And it's a guy that just is about the scene and about the music. And he hosts like a mini like late night show, I guess it is. And he interviews bands and stuff like that. Well,
you might have seen him. He wears like black metal paint on his face.
Yeah. You could almost say it's like Kiss-esque, like Kiss.
Yeah.
A little bit, yeah. But so he did this. He calls it Splitsville.
Yeah. Splitsville. It sounds like a bowling thing, by the way.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Yeah.
But it's called Splitsville. It's he gets two bands and they each take a song and they cover each other. So on this episode of Splitsville, it was Touche Amore and Circa Survive. And Circa Survive covered Come Heroin, and Touche covered Act Applaud.
Act Appalled, right? Appalled?
Yes.
Act Appalled.
Okay.
Sorry, there you go.
I was like, but you made me question myself. I was like,
Yeah, I know.
wait, oh, damn,
You know what?
just like lyrics, I've been saying this title this entire time.
It's just one big episode on misinterpreting things.
Yeah, you know what? It's funny when I said "come heroin." Like for some reason, I thought of like "come CUM."
I'm like, wait a minute.
It's heroin, right? Or heroin?
Yes, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Synesthesia, when like you interpret things by seeing things or like a sound or
I'm
whatever.
thinking like
a
come
color.
heroin.
Yeah.
You know?
And then when you said synesthesia, I was like, wait, AFI song too? I was like,
I know.
I've been saying that wrong? Like,
This is the episode.
This is
Oh,
it. So
yeah.
funny. This is like a
Misinterpreting
bizarro
everything.
world episode.
But yes, I really enjoyed both covers. I enjoyed Circa's a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Just because it was like a different take on it. Honestly, like when I first heard it, I was like, I didn't know what song it was.
Same here.
'Cause it
I
was
did
so
like,
different.
what the heck is it?
Yeah.
So like I was like, oh, okay. I had to go like refresh on the actual song.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. Touche just kind of like did it all in their style. So I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was still good.
Yeah.
You know.
I like the Touche version over the Circa version. That was my take. The only reason I think is because Circa ended up choosing a newer song that's not as popular or even as catchy to me as some of the other Touche songs. Earlier this episode, I did play Gravity Metaphorically, which is one of my more favorite songs from Touche. It's actually a longer song too, by the way, which is very rare with Touche.
Oh yeah, you're right.
It is very rare.
But
that song is...
For that, they probably could have done something with that because it's like 4 minutes, which is more in Circa's pocket for like length of song.
But which was cool. It kind of like it was like, it's always cool how you hear like scene stories about like the bands and, you know, two different bands that you love.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a cool story to see them collab this way. And Anthony was talking about
it is pretty sick
how Jeremy is just like a poet and he loves the way he writes, and it was just talking about it. I was like that's cool. Just hear them talking about one another.
Yeah, that is.
And
really
it was
cool.
like Jeremy was talking about like how, you know, Circa's like one of his all-time favorite bands just because they're like way older, you know, not like way older, but older and older in the scene.
way older, man.
But
it's a 5-year difference, dude.
But I think too, like that was one of the first times I think I seen Touche was I think Circa took Touche on tour with him.
Yeah, I think that was all of our first
All of
time
our first
seeing Touche live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It was at the Fox Theater in Pomona.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And
yeah.
that was like a great entry too. Like it was a great fucking show. Touche actually really killed it that day. They even went into like, I don't know if you recall, but they did the big band thing where mid-show everyone walked off stage except for Jeremy and possibly Elliot the drummer. And he just, well, no, actually I think everyone walked off because he did that part where he's singing If You Fantasize About Your Funeral. I've been there before, and it was just him with the limelight.
Oh yeah, and
right
he's just
on
like
him.
shouting into the
Yeah,
crowd.
yeah,
Yes.
It was amazing. It was really epic. I got a little bit of chills right now because I live for that shit. I live for showmanship, and I've been wanting to like say that word more often. And showmanship, man, it really, that's like the difference between an average artist and a great artist.
Yep.
It's really the showmanship, man. Thinking of those things.
Dude, thinking back to that show, that was a show because it was Circa, Balance and Composure, and Touche.
Yeah, that was
another band, but I don't remember.
Yeah,
that
it
was a
really
show.
good. It was a really good show.
But
Had fun.
if you guys had an option of hearing Circa cover another song by Touche or Touche cover another song by Circa, what would you guys want to hear?
I would say it'd be cool to hear Blue Sky Noise.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Touche do blue.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. That'd be cool.
Oh man, I would like to hear Touche do Get Out.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
Yeah.
that could work. You know the screaming part.
In
with
the yeah,
Hmm?
like right away, like out the gate. It's so good.
Ooh, I think one of my favorite Circa songs is I suck with titles, but I think it's the Glorious Nosebleed.
Yep.
Mm,
Yep.
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that
That's
would
a
be
good one too.
That's a great song too.
And then let's see, for Circa doing Touche, what's the one where they always have the chant where Honest Sleep?
Honest Sleep.
Yeah. Okay.
Honest Sleep.
That's the one I want because I would like to hear like Anthony do that kind of scream.
That would be
with it.
awesome. Yeah.
I think that would be a good one.
Yeah. That would be cool. I think maybe next time you guys take a poll.
Yeah.
Maybe you let us decide.
Maybe get it right this time.
Yeah. Sorry to sound like a dick. But yeah, maybe you take a poll because that sounds a little gratifying for the fans.
Yeah.
We get to like feel like we
know-
really took part of this.
It'd be cool to see them do like an EP because I don't know if you guys remember Alexis on Fire and Monine did an EP with each other where they swapped songs and they covered each other's songs.
Oh, yeah.
Monine did Accidents
Mm.
by Alexis on Fire. And it actually sounds really cool because, again, like that was one of the first times I heard the actual lyrics because George, right, from Alexis on Fire,
Yeah.
he screams.
Yeah.
So you can't really get the whole lyrical content.
Yeah.
But hearing Monine do it, singing the lyrics instead
Yeah.
was kind of cool. So that'd be kind of cool. Like, see them do an EP.
That would be cool.
Oh, wait, aren't they releasing? Didn't you say they were releasing it on vinyl?
So yeah, they are releasing this on vinyl, 2-song. It's already sold out, but yeah, it was just double-sided, done. And it's cool. The prints it's like a white vinyl with like a holographic sticker on it. It looks fucking dope.
Oh, that's
yeah,
Ooh. To get it for the collection. Oh, you said it was already sold out. Damn.
yeah.
I said we'll get it for the collection.
And it was like $460. So
oh, maybe not. Get it.
yeah,
How is this even like priced out? Like, what is the? You said there's no like.
it's a very limited
nonprofit
run,
or any like.
and
thing
it
attached?
only ran for 24 hours, and whoever bought within that 24 hours gets the merch and the print and the vinyl.
Wow.
Yeah,
You know what's kind of cool though to see like that like physical, I guess, merch or stuff is like valued that much.
yeah,
Because going into like the whole digital space with like album sales not really being a thing,
Mhm.
like I always wondered like, okay, what is going to like, as music fans, what are they gonna like, strive to get? That's why I kind of like seeing the vinyl revival come back.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of cool to see like people so interested or invested in a band that they'll spend money like this to get like a hard copy or limited edition something.
And I remember them saying that all the proceeds are going to go to the band. So I was like, cool.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, rightfully,
exactly. Yeah, it's not no cut like taken to some streaming service, some shit like that. Just boom, right
Yeah.
there.
Preach.
Preach. But yeah, it was just
What's
cool.
the other thing?
It was a cool little thing to see. There's just two bands we love
Yeah.
cover one another's songs.
And that guy definitely, the guy that runs the show, he's doing some good stuff, man.
Dude,
Yeah.
it's super cool.
Always
that
has
shit.
great like input or insight or even just interviews that he's
Yep.
done. So, man, I can see this guy blowing up
Yeah.
within the next
He's-
couple of years.
He's already kind of climbing, yeah.
Yeah, 2 minutes. He gets all kinds of people. Like he got Coheed and Cambria,
Oh, yeah.
Claudio Sanchez.
Mhm.
I think the guitarist from Mastodon, a drummer from freaking A. I think Every Time I Die and something else, and they
Sick.
all covered a Rush song.
Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah.
It's like a mega band.
Yeah, and the same thing with Anthony Green did another song with them, and it was Anthony Green. What is it? Freaking Minus the Bear and
Oh,
something
okay.
else, and they covered like some 80s song. It's cool. So
Wow.
he does these mashups of a bunch of bands, bring them together, and then he also plays guitar really well. I forget his name, the guy,
Yeah.
but and they do mashups of songs and cover them.
That's pretty
It's cool.
cool.
I think he sings on a couple. I think he got the band My Chemical Romance. I think he got them minus Gerard. And then I think he did vocals on something.
Yeah.
If I remember correctly.
Dude, you should see it. He
But-
does like a big theatrical, like his shows are big, like theatrical displays, like crazy.
Wow.
And it's he almost runs
showmanship.
it.
yeah.
He almost
Showmanship.
runs it like you're watching a theater or like a play.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's cool. It's like
Interesting.
think of like that play they did of Rocky Horror Pictures or
Oh, Rocky Horror Picture
yeah,
Show,
yeah, stuff like that.
That's
It's pretty cool.
Nice. But let us know what you guys thought. If you guys were able to listen to them, let us know what bands would you want to cover each other.
Ooh.
Like if you had a choice of artists that would cover another artist,
That's a good question.
what would it
Yeah.
be? Let us know.
I like that. Let's round this out with a callback to last week's episode. I have
yes,
a
yes.
follow-up. What do we call it? Not a
Yeah,
follow-up, but
update.
Update, there you go.
Thank you. 'Cause I wasn't using that word. Update.
News update.
Breaking news.
Breaking news.
So an update to last week's conversation. It was a PSA about the lounge.
Yeah.
Sunset Lounge.
Sunset Lounge.
There you go.
I've already
I've forgotten about
I've
it.
already written it off from my memory. Anyway, so yeah, Sunset Lounge. Here's what's funny. The very next day, I got a phone call, and it was from my brother Tony. So Tony, this is for you. This is your shout out, by the way.
Hey.
What up, Tony?
It was hilarious because he calls me and he's like, "Hey man, what are you doing?" I was like, "Nothing." He's like, "Oh, all right, yeah, I'm just here at work." I was like, "Okay, cool, man." And he was like, "What are you doing this weekend? We're gonna be going out." And I was like, "Oh, actually, I don't think I'm doing nothing." He was like, "Yeah, Friday, we're gonna be going out." And I was like, "All right, cool, man. Well, let me know where you guys go." And he's like, "Yeah, we're going to Sunset Lounge."
Oh shit!
And I was like, "You mother!" I was like, "Wait, what? What the fuck?" And he started laughing. And I was like, "No fucking way, man! You got me. That was really fucking good, dude. You totally got me, man."
I was ready to go out, dude.
I was ready. I was already thinking like, yeah, nothing's going on. I gotta call my wife, but yeah, we should be good.
be
For
good,
it. But man, when he told me, he started laughing, and I'm like, you motherfucker, dude. That's really good. I'm surprised you listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
I'm like so surprised, but thank you. That's amazing.
That's a good one. Yes.
But yeah,
I can imagine him. Yeah, I totally can imagine him calling you up saying that shit, dude.
yeah, he
such
totally
a joker.
fucked me up, man. Totally caught me off guard, and it worked. Mission accomplished, dude. You
Good
did it,
shit.
man.
Dude, I'm kind of glad that happened. Like, that's a cool thing to realize. Like, oh, someone's listening to like they have the inside joke with us. Like,
Yeah, I love it. I love that he tried to be part of it, and it made it a little more interactive, which was really cool. And I like that people listen. So
more
That's
appreciative that
always
you
cool.
listen to the episode.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, that's it. I was like, oh yeah, that's sick. Great joke, but I'm glad you listened to the podcast. It's
Tell
so
a friend.
funny. Please tell a friend. And then finally into some fake news. If you made it this far, thank you so much, by the way.
Yep.
You
Ah,
guys
yes.
are troopers. You guys are amazing. Now for some fake news. This morning when I woke up, I thought that I read something. I read something right away, but I was reading it like with one eye open, that whole thing. I'm still laying in bed, and I read that Tony Braxton died. Of cancer, and I was thinking, oh my god, unbreak my heart, all of it. I'm like, man, no way. Like I've like loved and lost to her music,
Yeah.
you know, when I was younger at some point, and I was like tripping out, and I'm like, wait a minute,
You ready to
I'm gonna
close
ask
it?
Tracy Braxton. Closed my phone and I just went back to sleep.
With a smile.
But the fake news is I was going to bring it on this podcast to talk about Tony Braxton.
Dude.
And I'm so glad that I actually like opened both eyes to read it, and I realized it was Tracy Braxton. But
Bro.
rest in peace, Tracy Braxton.
It's funny because it happened last night. Remember? Yeah.
Dude, Vanessa was reading her phone. Like, I think everybody just left. And
Yeah.
then Vanessa's like, oh. And then she's like, oh. Oh, she's like, I thought Tony Braxton died.
yeah, it's funny. We were all at the house like, what? And
And then she's like, oh no, it's Tracy Braxton.
Oh my God. I'm so glad. That's great that you guys have that story.
Yep.
That's awesome. That's so funny.
We're sorry to the family of Tracy Braxton.
We are sorry for
We
your
are.
loss.
There's no laughing matter.
We
about it.
absolutely
We're
are.
just-
We're laughing at
about
the-
our stupidity.
Our stupidity. There you go.
We promise you.
Honestly, that rounds out the entire episode with the misheard lyrics.
That's so fucking good, man. You know what? Yeah, we found our voice in episode 104.
Yeah.
And we're glad you guys are here for it.
Yes.
Please, someone make a reference to it later. But thank you, everybody, for tuning into this episode. Hope you enjoyed.
Thanks.
Hope you had some laughs. Yeah. Hope you just enjoyed the entire episode. I'll come back next time. Don't forget, we are on the socials. There's more episodes if you haven't checked out. If this is your
there's a
first
lot
time,
more, yeah.
we have tons of episodes for you to check out.
Yep. Please do.
Always trying to figure out a way to get out of this episode, out of the episodes, and I can never figure it out.
Just fucking go.
But thank you for tuning in,
Thank you. Peace.
and we'll catch you next time. Take care, everybody.
Bye. Rob already said his piece. And
I wasn't
said
gonna
it again.
say it again. I wasn't gonna say it again. I was like,
Shut this thing off.
Hey guys, thanks for watching. You made it through the whole video. If you would like, you can subscribe down here, hit the bell icon to get the notifications, and also click these other links to find old videos and different stuff that we've done.